Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? My name is Tony Rizano, and this is the Affiliate Party Podcast. We're coming to you live from my downstairs basement. Okay? This is going to be a short podcast. Basically, today's episode, we are going to discuss consistency with your content and going viral. Now, listen, you can't go viral if you're not producing content. And I know I say this a lot, I say it often, but producing the content to get your business off the ground is one of the more important things. So if we have to repeat this every week, if we have to say this, on a regular basis, I want you to be out there producing content, And I'll tell you a couple stories. Every week, once a week, I'll look at the, I go, let's see who's, how many, plays or downloads this podcast has, once a week. So, I look, I go, okay, that's pretty good. And, of course, it's steady. It's steady. It's not like, it's not like a million downloads every day. I'm not Joe Rogan, of course, but, not yet. But if I didn't keep producing this content, then I would never, you wouldn't, if I wasn't producing this content on a daily basis, you definitely wouldn't, you definitely would stop downloading after a while, right? If I just came to you once a month or once every 3 months or so with a podcast, you would be like, I never hear from this guy, so why would I want to keep downloading? Why would I want to keep listening to the podcast? And then eventually, you're going to get better at the content you're producing, the videos you're producing. And then one day, something's going to happen to where your video, your podcast, whatever you do, whatever content you produce, the article you write, it's going to be somebody's going to like, oh, I like that. And they're going to share it with a friend, with a friend, with a friend, with a friend. And then that content is going to shoot off. That content is going to take off. And then as we talked about a couple of days ago, the early adopters are going to be like, oh, that's another great article by him. And then people are going to be like, have you heard of this person? Have you heard of this person? Have you seen this person? You could go, yeah, I've been listening to them. And then more people are going to come on board. You're going to attract more people. And then your business is definitely going to go up and notch, And the reason why I'm talking about this today, I saw a video. I guess they have these battles. Well, not guess, but I know they have these battles. Like once a week, once every couple weeks, ever since the quarantine happened, There's been people like DMAs versus Snoop and, Brandy versus Monica was like last week. So the other day I saw Patti LaBelle versus Gladys Knight. And I saw Patti LaBelle and I saw her in the kitchen. She had some video where she was in the kitchen cooking meals. And then I saw her pulling out a patty pie. And I said, shit, I remember when those patty pies they were just pies on a shelf, basically. Because I go to Walmart quite a bit. Used to make a lot of deliveries at Walmart. So you would go see these patty pies just sitting on the shelf, collecting dust, basically, I mean, I'm sure they probably was decent. I never had one. I don't know. But one day, a guy made a video about the patty pie. He talked his pie up pretty well. He was basically like a one-man marketing show for these Patti LaBelle pies. And then that Patti LaBelle pie went from that to being sold out. I went to Rochester, New York, and Patti LaBelle pie was sold out. And I thought, are you kidding me? Definitely most people where I'm from, where I grew up, their mom, their grandma, somebody could make a sweet potato pie. And I thought, people never had a sweet potato pie before, but because this guy's video was so good and so funny, and it went viral, that people just flooded the market for these Patti LaBelle pies. And her pies went from, being, they was there. I'm sure somebody bought them to being sold out. The market became, crazy for Patti LaBelle pies. It even went so far as this guy got on Steve Harvey's show and he met Patti LaBelle, and people was upset that they wasn't giving him any money, which of course they didn't have to give him any money, but I think eventually they gave him a few bucks for basically putting them putting them into the stratosphere for, you know, selling pies, selling out them pies. So without the basically without the pie, if she never came up with the pie or whatever, and this guy would have never been able to make this video to go viral to sell out the pies. So what I'm saying is keep creating the content. Just because you don't think people are not might not be listening, or they might not be watching, somebody's watching, somebody's listening. People will catch on, and this thing that you're doing, the plant that you're growing, it will grow and it will grow and it will grow. And before you know it, you will have numbers that you'll just look, shake your head and go, you know what? I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. Because it was a couple weeks ago. I think, these numbers are decent. Then I looked the next week and I was like, oh, wow. I'm getting more and more people, listening to this podcast. And I thought, this is why I can't stop. This is why you got to keep going. You got to keep producing content because somebody's listening. Somebody's enjoying your content. Somebody's enjoying your work. Don't think that you're just alone in this world. No, people will catch on. People will join. And the content might, if you just keep producing it, people will catch on before you know it. And people will be listening and you won't even know it. So, but of course, every now and then you can look at the numbers, but don't obsess with them. I don't obsess with them. My obsession is producing the content. Just like today, I was hanging out with my brother-in-law, sister-in-law, my nephew, and they said they was leaving at 7. I said, all right, after 7 o'clock, I gotta produce this podcast, and here we are, making this podcast. So that's it. Today, just keep going. Keep making the content. People are listening. People are watching. Trust me. Believe me. You just got to keep going. Keep making the content. Get better at it. You will get better at it. The more you do it, the more you get better at it. Trust me and believe me. You might not think it, but somebody's listening. Somebody's watching. Just trust me on that one, all right? Anyway, that's all I got for today. I got to go upstairs, eat some Chick-fil-A, get ready for tomorrow. Got a long day, but this podcast will be coming back at you tomorrow and every day this week. Of course, these podcasts now, they used to be 5 minutes. Now they're 10, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Soon enough, they'll be an hour once we'll get guests and everything like that coming on board. But anyway, my name is Tony Zano. Hope you enjoyed this short podcast of the Affiliate Marketing Party Podcast, and we will talk to you tomorrow. And as always, peace, everybody.